What got you here won't get you there. And this is where people get trapped at on their journey, is they get so stuck in the way that they've done things and what worked for them on one sector of their life and one journey and one part of the journey, that they won't allow themselves to shift gears, to be open to new possibilities, new solutions, new ways of being that will actually get them to that next level. And I'll give you some examples because I use something called the big three in my containers. And so I talk about health, wealth, and relationships, and those are the top three things that people usually work on, right? And so I'll give you one for relationships. For example, you might be dating right now. You might be calibrated. Your nervous system might be calibrated to, be filtering people out, to be, keeping it short, keeping it brief, like trying to see who is right for you, right? You have to adopt a completely new set of skills to be in a monogamous relationship. You have to adopt a whole new mindset. Instead of, dating a bunch of different people, now you have to shift gears and be okay with sameness and monogamy and monotony and safety and security, and not be so programmed to be like, okay, next person, next person, next person. I'll give you another example. Health wise, maybe you lost a lot of weight and now you are in a place where you're like, okay, I'm skinny, I'm at this certain weight, okay, I'm at this perfect weight, my ideal weight, and now you're like, okay, I want a little more shape, I want a little more muscle, I want a little more tone, and now you have to shift gears. Now you might have to gain some weight, you might have to up your calories, you might have to grow some muscle and lift more instead of staying at your small weight, and that requires a whole different set of skills. Instead of decreasing your calories, you'll have to increase your calories, you'll have to shift your diet. Another example, business. It requires a whole different set of skills to start a business and come up with an idea and, put it out there than it requires to scale a business. It requires a whole different set of skills. And so you can't be so rigid and so, I guess holding on to your safety and your security and where you are now, that you're not you're missing all the possibilities, all the opportunities, all the new skills and new solutions for this new level of I'm not going to say problem, but new level of thinking that you need. It's a new level of consciousness. It's your next level, right? We're trying to get to U 2.0. We're trying to grow. We're trying to get to our next level. So at your next level, it's going to require, you're going to have up level problems. You're going to have next level problems where it's okay, now what's the solutions to this? I'll give you another example. With self-work and inner work, right? What got you here won't get you there. So let's say you were searching for problems, you were searching for villains in your life. Okay, is it me? Is there something wrong with me? Is there something wrong with my family? Is there something wrong with the people that I'm around, right? You're in problem consciousness. You're searching for problems because you're like, what's going on in my life, right? At the next level, when you go from self-consciousness to consciousness, you now have to search for solutions. You have to search for community, for collaboration. It's a whole different level of thinking, and it opens you up to a place beyond just okay, let me protect myself, let me isolate, let me be alone. Now you're opening yourself up to friends and relationships and new family members, right? Because family isn't only blood. Maybe you're opening yourself up to people who are going to be your family for real, the aunties to your children, the uncles to your kids. And it's just gonna just think about that next level you, oh my God, those problems are going to be completely up level, but you have to be open to solutions in that way without being so stuck on okay, this is my mindset now. Okay, I got to security, I got to safety, I'm here, I don't want to let go of this. You have to be okay with that. Even with money, we get to a place where okay, I have this much in my bank account, it's safe, I'm good. And because you are so stuck in your ways, you don't want to take the risk of investing into something that could grow your money, that could, or maybe it'll go down a little bit for a while, but then it'll grow exponentially. So it's you have to be open to new solutions and know that what got you here won't get you there. You have to be open to new possibilities and just new opportunities and a new level of thinking, a new level of consciousness that will allow you to really break through that next level and become so expansive that you're I never even knew I could get here. Wherever you're at now, there's 5 levels ahead that is you can't even imagine how it would be. I do that sometimes where I'll think and I'll go, okay, me at 40, what would her problems be? What you know, or like me as a multimillionaire, like what, you know, it'll make your problems look so small in this like current situation or your current reality. And you're like, okay, this is what she would be thinking about. This wouldn't even be something on her radar. Like, you know, and then you can like really collapse time and allow yourself to be embodied in that person now. Like, instead of me in 20 years having this wisdom, I can have it now. Instead of me in at the millionaire status, I have this wisdom, I can embody that person now. Because your higher self is always like calling back to you and sending you messages and like summoning you and calling you and beckoning you forward. So it's like, can you collapse time and allow that future self to be brought here and like embody those solutions now? So yeah, just remember, what got you here won't get you there. You might need to open yourself up to a whole new set of skills that you might not even know that you need now, but start like putting it out there. Like, start putting it out, like, God, give me a solution to this. Like, don't focus so hard on the problem that you're missing all of the solutions and like opportunities for new skill sets, opportunities for new ways of thinking and new levels of consciousness, and to really embody your next level.